And then they'd be like, yeah, sure. And then I'd be like, cool. Have you never ever thought of Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and today I'm going to react to a Reddit post that basically talks about someone who left their $70,000 a year job to strictly pursue Younique and doTERRA. And so those are a couple network marketing companies, and let's just see this person's perspective looking in at the other person's life, and we'll just go from there. Alright, so it says here, you can kind of see it's a final update, and so that is them doing a recap here on this little post. And it says, final update on my friend who quit her 70K job to sell both Younique and doTERRA. And so it's interesting that somebody chose to work with two companies. Typically what you see is somebody is a distributor of one and maybe a customer of another, especially if they're doing the business side. But to do both is unique, but no pun intended, I guess. So it says here, so I'll let this be the last update as I know it's got to be somewhat annoying. However, I couldn't believe this happened. For those of you who don't know, a good friend of mine dropped her excellent job and started selling Younique and doTERRA. She met me for dinner and then she came through town for work, or so I thought at the time, and tried to get me to buy products and join one, or both. I called/messaged and warned our mutual friends, and she was furious with me. She left me a hateful voicemail, and I deleted it and left it all at that. Wow, that doesn't sound like a good experience on both ends there. Alright. Anyway, here we are several days later. I haven't heard any more from her, and neither have our mutual friends, until tonight. She sent me an email apologizing. She was acting much more like the girl I used to know. She said maybe she was using some essential oils to help calm her down. Or maybe she just had time to think. Okay, anyways, here we go. She said she was just too wrapped up in the excitement of being her own boss, and she let my negativity weigh her down, and then she lashed out when she shouldn't have. Alright? And then she asked if I would sell some of her products in my Etsy store and at a local craft fair booths for her. So it's interesting that she's asking her to basically be a sharer or builder before she's even expressed interest, or that she has a need, or I mean, I'm assuming they know each other well enough, but there has to be a need for this, and there has to be an interest level that goes beyond, you know, just talking about it, but being about it. And I don't think it's the interest was there. I think the other person is just kind of either hard selling or just trying to sell the business opportunity a little too much. I think she maybe needs a little more training to maybe understand needs better. So that's kind of my overall reaction so far. All right, anyways, she continues here and says, I literally started laughing out loud. Okay, so that kind of confirms that. I couldn't believe it. First of all, I make knitted and crocheted items, nothing at all related to makeup/essential oils. It wouldn't even make sense. But she went on and on like it was the most brilliant idea anyone has ever had. I deleted the email. 1 hour later, 1 hour, she sent me another email saying she knew I read her email, and how could I be so selfish and hurtful to not get back to her? Wow. How could I not jump on this amazing opportunity? If you've watched some of my other videos, you will know that traditional network marketing, and I would say people who lack training on top of that, sell the business opportunity, and I call them like the mansion and Ferrari people, where it's, you know, I'm going to sell you on the business opportunity, and oh yeah, we kind of got some products here. And so either you're a part of a traditional network marketing company, which is most network marketing companies, or somebody has a lack of training and they do that. Whereas I know with my team and how I do things, and I would say doTERRA, from a cultural standpoint, focuses more on authentic network marketing, where it's focused on products and really just helping you with education and things like that. And the business side is there, but it's after you become a product of the product, really. Alright, anyways, we'll continue here. And she says, again, I promptly deleted it. Also, apparently she sent a similar email to a friend of mine who sells pottery and craft fairs, small markets, etc. So she's really reaching here in a way that has really thrown all of us who know her for a complete loop. Just thought I'd share some more of the ongoing saga. Stay happy, healthy, and MLM free, friends. Alright, so you can see there's definitely some more comments going on here. I mean, there's actually a lot of comments. There's like 226 at this point in time, and there's a lot of back and forth and stuff like that. I'll let you kind of chime in on that and get your read on. I'll have that link in the description for this post so you can check it out. It's just be below the YouTube video. I think that there's... the only thing that I can kind of think of is, you know, some will, some won't, so what, someone's waiting. Some will want to be a customer or a business builder or a distributor with a network marketing company. Some won't, so what, someone's waiting. You know, some people are, you know, like, just like, hey, like, yeah, I've been looking for this, I couldn't find it, or maybe I was, you know, waiting on the right person, or whatever it is, or maybe I needed to research companies more, or figure out what product was the best fit for me, and that's going to happen. And I think the person who was with Younique and doTERRA definitely needed to, I would call it, focus more on seeking understanding and really, you know, in the sales realm they call it pre-qualifying, but really seeing if the person that she's talking to, which is the person who wrote this Reddit post, has a need. Does she have a need for diversifying her income? Does she have a need for, you know, health products and essential oils, or even makeup with Younique? And that's really where, and that comes through questions and getting to know her, and maybe there needed to be a little bit of relationship building if they haven't talked in a while, like, hey, how's it going, you know, what do you do now, and, you know, maybe that kind of conversation, and then going into, hey, do you have any health priorities, or is there anything that, you know, that's with your health that you need some support with, and then maybe before even that is maybe there might be something being mentioned if they're in casual conversation. It also depends if they're local, and I like to say I kind of like listen for problems. Like I'll hear somebody say like, oh, I have such low energy, or oh, my digestion, or oh, I'm feeling under the weather, and then that's an opportunity for me to say, are you open to natural solutions? And if they say yes, I'm like, well, have you tried essential oils before? And if they say no or yes, I'd be like, great, would you like to try a sample now? And then it's you notice it's a lot of questions and seeking understanding, and has nothing to do with the business opportunity. But if somebody said something to the effect of, oh, I just can't stand my job, or, you know, my boss doesn't support me, or yeah, the money's great, or yeah, the money's not great, or but I'm just miserable, I just don't want to go to work, or I can't, you know, I'm looking forward to the weekend because I get to get away from my job, or, you know, anything along the lines of dissatisfaction with job, then I'll be like, you know, would you be open to diversifying your income? And then they'd be like, yeah, sure. And then I'd be like, cool, have you ever thought of, you know, working from home or network marketing? Are you open to those kind of things? And then just see where they're at. Just and all the while I'm just gauging for openness. And if they're not, they're not. And I'm not going to try to stick a circle peg through a square hole. It's, if they're not, they're not. And maybe it's not. And oftentimes I take no as not now. And a lot of times that's because either they were sold or scammed in the past, or had a bad experience maybe even with a network marketing company, or a person like this. Like this woman who wrote this Reddit post is probably going to be even less likely to be open to anyone from doTERRA, Younique, or even another MLM company if they approach her, even if it's for not even the business side, but just the health side, or just the whatever, you know, that they're offering. And so it's things like this that really encourage me to continue to focus on powerful products, education, personalized support, and really listening to people to understand what their need is. Is it just helping them with their health? Most cases, yes. That's where it should start. Become a product of the product. And then if people are like, hey, I'm interested in doing the business side, I just need, you know, maybe more training or more education. Can you work with me? Yes, absolutely. You know, like that's great too. And some people may be like, no, I don't want to do the business side, and then they might change their mind later. There's all types of scenarios. But the point is my role isn't to just make them do what I want them to do. No. I can't control people. The best I can do is influence and ultimately just love on people, really, you know. But really just let them know I'm here for whatever you want me to help you with. And my goal is to help you get from where you are to where you want to be with your health, with diversifying your income, with part-time income, full-time income, whatever it is. That's my role. And if I could talk to this lady, or actually the person that was trying to get her to sell stuff in her Etsy store and all that stuff, is just like more training. More training on adding value, being patient, having more of a focus on just communication and understanding people's needs. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Hit subscribe for future video updates. And most importantly, check out the links in the description below so you can check out some of the comments on this Reddit post, or check out some of my other videos so you can continue to get your learn on.